You become a little bit, distant from Conrad, and lose track of him. Though, not that you care. Sip of water there. And as you wander, you start to hear sounds all around you.
Shit, Jason
You bring
Voorhees.
dead by the light.
Jason Voorhees.
And it
Oh,
seems to be
yeah.
coming from multiple directions, like it's constantly moving or teleporting around.
Freya for 13. No.
Well, there's no running away from Jason, despite how big he may be. He does
Yep.
cheat.
The
Does Lash do?
Well, I mean, and I guess I'll stop and wait for whatever's about to happen to happen. Rule number 1 of walking into a trap. I don't know it, that's why I'm stopping.
Okay. So, you stop and wait for a moment, and, you hear a sort of squeaky voice in the distance.
Oh shit, what was that one's name again?
Odd place to be in the middle of the night elf thing.
Grick?
No.
Grickle was the merchant. Mulshin is the one who's trying to kill you.
Yeah, no, well, that's what I'm talking about, because it's the only one I really remember.
Mhm.
You really only ever want to remember the ones that are trying to kill you. That's not you, is it, Mulshin?
It's Nemesis.
So that you hear giggling coming from 4 different directions. Mulshin. Do you know him? Is he dead?
No. Last time I saw it was the second time he was running away from me.
Are you the elf thing he is after? Are you Talashin?
That would be me.
Ugh. And he is not dead, so then if he comes back here, we'll be the ones to kill him.
Shrug. I'm glad I found you, though.
No safer place for you to be here than with us, if you're seeking to be away from him.
No, I don't really care about him. I
We
wish
don't either.
I desire parley.
Ah, talk, yes. Speak what you want, elf thing.
Right, with with your war leader.
Want to talk
Warlord.
to Digrat.
Yes, with your
Digrat
warlord.
makes the rules. Yes. Very well then. Set whatever weapons you have there on the corner. We will take them, and then we'll take you.
Surely you wouldn't suggest that I walk into your home empty-handed.
You're not the first person to talk to us, elf thing. We have ways and means and rules, and we will not break them on pain of death.
I'm gonna hold up my bow. No arrow in hand. I'm just gonna hold up my bow. You say you recognize what this is, correct?
That we do. It is dangerous in your hands, is it not?
Alright, and then I'm going to tip back my quiver and let all my arrows spill on the ground. And I say, you recognize it is worthless without these, yes?
Fair enough. I suppose even elf things must cater to their own greed.
Very well then.
And 4 different rats will come out. And they look rather similar to Mulshin in the way that they hold themselves. They're covered in cloaks, and it looks like they're ready to pull something out from underneath it and strike at any moment. You will come with us then, yes.
Right.
Follow. And they will flank you, 2 in the front and 2 behind, as they take you away. Gustav! You start wandering into back to the district, head into the sewers, and try looking for Conrad. Conrad, what are you up to? You lost track of Flash.
Yeah, he'll be looking for Lash since he can't read and doesn't know his way around the sewers. He's probably going to get himself lost.
Alright, so you have your torch and you're sort of calling out for it, and Lash, you can hear it. You don't do anything, do you?
Of course not.
Of course not. And as you are calling out his name, Gustav, you definitely hear Conrad's voice and can track it easily, and meet up with him.
Hey,
Hey, good stuff. I've lost Lash. He's down here with me somewhere.
are you like? How did you lose track of him?
He ran ahead and was faster than me, and I lost track of him.
Uh, well, that's a problem.
Yeah, come on, Emmerich. Give Gustav a reason that he'd want to find Latch.
It does because Lash did show up and at the obelisk and defended it. So, like, he kind of wants to apologize for being an asshole, but he doesn't really know how. So,
No, don't apologize. Let your hate consume you.
nah. What? I guess we just have to look for him because I don't have any spell that can find people. Well,
Very well.
I don't.
You hear the whisper of
Hmm.
magic in your ear. Cast another omen, why don't you?
Sure, I mean, fuck it.
One of them will succeed.
Yeah.
Yeah, just don't get to the point where we just think, well, what's Gustav's omen? Okay, what's the opposite of that?
Yeah.
I mean, if you were always wrong, then we would always know to do what the opposite was, so that would still be beneficial. It's the fact that
Wow.
you're only half and half.
Yep.
Alright. Intelligence is still 40. What is the question you are asking?
Well, I don't know, like I point to a direction, and is that direction most favorable to take for tracking Lash?
Are they at an intersection? Are they a T intersection? Are they at a crossroad? What are they at?
I mean, either way,
Right.
there's two directions.
Yeah, but it determines how many directions there are. If you're at a T
Yeah.
intersection, that's only one of two directions. If you're at a crossroad,
Eh,
that's
we'll
three
take-
directions.
Yeah, we'll take a direction random.
Alright. You see in the winds of magic the twinkling of stars that no one else can see, and through it you can see what you believe is a map of the sewers themselves, and an outline of exactly the directions you must go if you wish to see your friend.
Huh. Well, I guess we can go this way.
Lead the way, good friend.
Alright. So we'll go ahead and switch over to Lash for a second. Lash. You are, taken, uh, through what looks like a, cavernous opening. And through this opening, it goes deeper down into tunnels of more natural stone. And it widens out into a large area, well, stock full of Skaven, to say the least. A number of them sort of turn their heads and look at you as you walk by, but many do not interrupt you as they go back to their business of trading gold coins, pieces of glowing green rocks, and weapons amongst themselves.
Oh no.
All of them have the same posture as the ones around you. They all have the feeling of being thieves and assassins. And they take you off to a area on the side. A nice little throne room where a grand chair is set up and a very large rat is lounging across it, legs up over one arm, back and head over the other one. And in his hands, he's just twirling a knife around. And the knife glows green as well. And he looks over at you, and he looks at the four dragging you along, and he goes, "Take his swords too. I see them there."
Um, Hold on.
You'll get them back, elf thing.
No, I don't act. No, I'm saying because I don't have a sword.
Oh, I thought you had other side weapons.
I mean, I still have my dagger, but no, I stopped carrying my sword because, again, unlike the rest of you, I am pushed up to the edge of my weight where it's going to become an issue,
Right.
so I'm always dropping something.
Alright, so they are going to take your dagger. And he's going to kind of giggle a little bit to himself. Guess I was wrong. I'm getting rusty. So you, who are you?
I am Talasheen of the Witherhold, of the Kindred of Harath.
Talashin, I've heard that name from Mulshin. I sent him to kill you and you're not dead. Is he?
No, twice he has run from me, and I have allowed it.
Then again, everyone has failed me in their incompetence. But still, he told me that you and a few of your friends, they disrupted the operation there. I am not pleased with about this.
Yes.
You have to say for yourself.
Well, your minions got in my way, and I dealt with them as elves do.
I guess I shouldn't have expected nothing less than for those fools to just simply fall to such a petty little elf.
That
But,
is not why
you've
I
still-
requested to meet you, though.
oh, you've come to ask more from me, more than what you've stolen already. Well, please, tell me what is you want.
And so I shall. I wished to proffer with you a deal.
Go on.
I see, in my travel through your territory, your under kingdom, that you have many clan rats. Is that what you call them?
Yes, clan rats and slaves.
Yes, I see you have many of them that don't seem to be up to very much at the moment. I believe I have a way that would benefit both of us. That would see your idle hands at less of a threat for your chair, whatever that is you're sitting on, and would
I
earn
like to
you.
think of it as a throne.
Yes, I think you would as well. And it would earn us quite a fair bit of money. Money that you could use however you see fit to benefit your kingdom here.
Well, you've said the magic word, so you have my interest more than others so far.
How up to date are you on the dealings of the city above?
My eyes and ears are everywhere. Not a thing happens without me knowing.
Then you're aware of the short-lived fighting arena that took place in the south of the city.
That I am. One of my agents told me it came to a bit of a hilarious end. Apparently some halfling threw a bag of gold into the crowd.
Yes, well, there are still a great number of people in this city that would love for that entertainment to resume. Unfortunately, there are those who find that such frivolity pulls one away from the dangers that surround the city or encroach upon it. And I think those people might be swayed with something more real.
More what?
Conrad, you're not here!
Yeah,
Oh,
more
no, I'm
what
just
you
trying
cut
to-
off at last word.
Yeah, Conrad's dead. No, I mean, real.
More real.
Real.
Yeah. So you're proposing to set up another fighting arena. I see.
One in which the humans above that which combat might test their mettle against your clan rats, as it were.
Well. I would like our presence to be known as little as possible. But yet there are rats that I wish to punish for for their incompetence, their stupidity, or for their disrespect. I would not mind sacrificing a few of them to whatever you have planned. And perhaps they might prove their worth if they earned a little money for me in the process.
Yes, either you earn some coin for your troubles, or you have your brethren here known as capable fighters. Something that would no doubt change the light in which you are known should that knowledge come out. And hey, even if you are found out, they're infidels up there, right?
Yes, nasty humans who do not worship the horned rats. But such is their fate to die at the hands of us. So, for this, what would you wish of me? What are you offering in return?
What do I wish? I wish knowledge of an arena beneath the city, perhaps one somewhere in the sewers where such an event might be held. I require a number of your brethren to commit to the fights, perhaps even some to guard the fights against outside interference. Would only behoove you, you understand, to not be found out. Thus, any outside interference could not be allowed. And in return, a share of the cut.
And you would be running the bets and acquiring the humans, yes?
Yes.
Very well. I know of a few places that are secret and far away from this one that would serve well for this sort of purpose. I will have a few rats come and fetch you when we have such a place prepared. And until such time, I look forward to becoming all the richer for this.
As do I.
There's nothing else. You are free to leave and to take your dagger with you as well.
What's that green dagger you're holding?
Ah, you've noticed it, huh? It's the finest of warpstone that I could have constructed. From the purest stock of Clan Skyer, of which we have stolen. Forged in the heat of the fires underneath this very mountain. I wield it, and I have killed many with it. But it seems perhaps you would be interested in having one of your own, maybe.
It would be interesting.
Perhaps I would have you know that those on the surface do not take kindly to such weapons, and it sometimes has a drastic effect on the likes of you and other paleskins.
Well, then maybe not so much for now, then.
If that is your wish, you have plenty of time to change your mind. And of course, I don't mind more gold either.
Well,
Take them away, Night Runners. And with that, they are ready to escort you out. But on your way out, you see Jonathan stepping on his way in. And he does not appear to have been disarmed at all, nor escorted by anyone. And he sort of tries to avoid your gaze for a moment as you cross paths.
yeah. I mean, as we're crossing paths, I'll, like, play like my leg is injured or some shit like that.
He sort of scowls at you just a little bit, but says nothing. And as you are escorted out, Conrad, you have been, going through the sewers for some time, and you have actually found what appears to be a cavernous, a cavernous, hole, going downwards.
Goodness.
And as you are looking down it, you can hear the sounds of rattling weapons and footsteps as they are coming closer out of the darkness. And you can hear someone say something to the likes of, "Just go on. Head out. Leave." And Lash, you are at that entrance.
Right.
And the sharp voices in the darkness fade.
Do we see Lash there?
If Lash is stepping out, then the answer would be yes.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know
Lash-
that they're there. I mean, unless you want me to roll a perception check to know that they're there.
Well, the first thing you notice, well, if you want to do that, if you want to be cautious, you could.
I don't care.
But if you don't care, then yeah, you step out and you see Gustav and Conrad.
Huh. Surprised it worked. I mean, of course it worked.
What's that?
I'll note that for later. Oh, where have you been, Lash?
Meeting with the Skaven.
Doing what now?
Meeting with the Skaven. I think it's the Night Runners that run this particular area. I know that Conrad
What?
passed his check as well, so I'm assuming Conrad knows these things.
If you pass check, you know that the Night Runners are part of Clan Enshin. They
Yep.
are their foot soldiers.
Yeah, it was Lash and Conrad that both passed their knowledge checks before.
So what are you doing making deals with the Skaven?
I never said anything about making deals. I said I just met with them.
Well, what else would you meet
Still
them?
alive?
I'm sorry,
I know.
Yeah, you're
it's
still
really
alive.
hard sometimes not to mess with the knowledge that you have. I am still alive, yes, that is a true fact. Clearly, perception has no hold over you.
So why did they leave you to live? And perhaps we should get out of here if they are close by.
Well, for one, Skaven are afraid of elves. That's just a natural fact of order.
I see.
Also, I'm on a mission from the Bailiff, so less said the better.
True. I'll leave you to that. I do respect your privacy.
I mean, hold on a second, just to backtrack real quick. Conrad, Alexa, and who was there when the child came to get me and said that the bailiff wanted to meet me?
Victor.
But no, because the others were there to get me, and the child
Conrad
came
and
up
Victor.
after that fact. What's that?
It was just Conrad and Victor there.
Okay, so
At the
Conrad was there though. So, okay, so Conrad does know that the bailiff wanted to see me specifically as well. Okay, just want to make sure. I want to keep my facts in order.
So while I would like to know what you're doing with the bailiff, I will not press you on it. You are my friend, and I wouldn't do that to you.
But yes, if you wish to leave the sewers, I have no further business here. Do you?
I was looking for you down here, and I was also hoping to perhaps catch the killer the other killer that is walking around.
There's more than one?
There may be one more, yes. There were 4 murders and 3 axes found, and 1 extra point on that star amulet that might be indicating how many kills it was worn for.
Do you think it's likely that if one of the killers was, killed down here, that the other one would have remained? Or that they even operate together?
That's what I'm hoping to find out, if you would like to come with me.
I'm going to let out a small sigh. Check Gustav out of the corner of my eye and say, no, I think at this point I should meet with the bailiff again.
Very well.
All right, and as you are ready to go, from the same hole, Jonathan starts walking out. He seems just a little surprised to see the 3 of you, just standing around. You know this is a dangerous place, don't you?
I've informed
Yeah.
them.
Ah.
Yes.
Well, I did manage to scrounge all of my cash together and find out a little bit more. I suppose you'll be interested to hear too.
But of course,
Turns out eyes have seen these murders happening around Grafsmund. And though they know who, the price is too high to know exactly. But there is cheaper information. They know that the Jade Scepter is responsible for this murder.
Who?
Not the Jade Scepter. Who's the Jade
There's the
Scepter?
cult of Slanesh, and one that,
Oh, for fuck's sake.
well, until recently, had its, hands deep in the Newmark and Eastgate district. But a terrible summoning event went awry, they lost control, and it is believed most of them are dead. But apparently some still live among the nobility, so here they are.
Why? Why do you allow these people to leave?
Allow? They go into hiding. They don't tell the people who they are.
Hmm.
But I do know of a few places they congregate. And perhaps if
Why?
we are interested in seeking justice and finding this individual,
Justice, hey? Hmm.
then
yes.
perhaps we'll find him among them. Or
Maybe.
we could do the lazy thing and simply blame the whole organization and burn it to the ground and call it a day.
I mean, they are called to Slanish, so yeah. Let's kill them.
How very Sigmarite of you.
Have you seen Chaos lately? It's like ever. It's I have no sympathy for Chaos Worshipper.
Well, neither
True,
do
but
I.
we are only four individuals? Yeah, four individuals right here, right now. Uh, maybe we could handle it. And he just sort of shrugs a little.
I don't know. I mean, I know someone who might be very well interested in purging the Chaos Cult.
Oh, you do?
Yes, I do.
Well, maybe you'd like to go invite them
Someone?
and we could reconvene then, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, that might be a good idea.
Good. Here, you can meet me on this street. Do you plan to come back tonight, or should we arrange for another day?
Maybe tomorrow night.
Yes,
Very
I
well then.
have need of sleep.
I
I'll
have
be at
work.
this street at this time. When the sun is
Sure.
down, I will be there waiting.
I'll come as soon as I can.
Though, do remember to bring some amount of your payment.
Yes, I have it right here. Gosh, does 10 gold crowns will satisfy you? I don't have much more.
For now, it will. For now.
Jeez. Well, alright. Gustav will give him 10 gold crowns.
Right, I'm gonna go ahead and modify the amount remaining.
Alright. Well, I would very much like to. Also, why do you allow the Skaven to live here?
Who? Me? What am I going to do about it? Fight them all myself?
Go find the
Thank you.
Sigmarite and purge them?
I suppose more importantly to my line of work, it's nice to have people who happen to know everything that goes around, even if they charge too much for what they know.
Well, if they see everything that go around, they're a threat to you. They can kill you. Like,
Well, I try not to give them reason to do that.
that's a bad thing.
Well, I do what I have to do to survive, and presumably you do as well. And I do what I can to get paid as well, and I'm hoping I can wrap this all up tomorrow.
Alright,
So I'll see you then. And I'll go ahead and walk away for now.
well, I'll be happy to leave the sewers for now.
Alright.
Oh yes.
The two of you will leave the sewers, and Lash, you are heading to the bailiff, and I'm curious where Gustav intends to go as well.
Back to his master, because his master told him about a white mage that was present in the city and that very much like, I mean, white mage like to kill demons. That's the whole magic revolve around it.
Oh yes, of course.
So,
By the way, I'll be buying 30 more arrows. Yeah, that's fine. You can just find more arrows.
They may be more flexible than witch hunter that might kill us all for associating with heretics.
Right. So let's go ahead and handle Lash first. Lash,
Sure.
you are going to the bailiff's office.
Sorry.
Yeah.
And it is a bit the middle of the night, but, well, they let you in and let you wait, and, the bailiff will, in his night, gown, or, night dress, or whatever, come out and, greet you in his office. I didn't expect you to be on this so quickly. You said a few days.
I did, but I spent most of my free time gathering what leads I might be able to muster.
Mm-hmm. And what did you find?
Like let out a soft and a smile. Before that, might I inquire on the status of my own reward?
I put out an order to the Craftsman's Guild today. It should be done within a few days.
Very good. And what would you say if I told you that I had located the entrance to the entire local region of the Underkingdom?
I'd say that's impossible. I have guards at every post down there. None one can come from the tunnels deeper within up into the sewers.
Well, I have found it on a direct path that leads right to their local warlord. So,
Insanity. How did you manage this?
well, first I bribed them with gold, and then they led me the entire way there. So, they are quite malleable to money.
I see. Well, their greed shall be their undoing then, won't it?
Indeed.
He will go ahead and fetch a few maps of the sewers and work with you to try to figure out the exact path there. Give me
Well,
navigation.
that's the thing, though. He'll fetch a few maps, but I will say, that's the whole thing about a deal, is it not? I quite require that full leather armor of best quality.
You'll have your reward when it is finished, Elf. I cannot make the sun and moon go any faster and have it completed and brought to you on the spot. I'm not a magician.
Understand this, but at the same time, my knowledge without value is this valueless, is it not? I cannot be assured of payment when everything is given forth.
Are you calling my honor into question on this? I've not
Certainly,
dealt generously with you in the past.
certainly not. I question not your honor at all, but I do live in the real world.
As I said, you will have your reward. He will go ahead and reach into his pocket and pull out a document and hand it over to you. That is the receipt of the order itself. If you wish to go fetch it when it is done, it is yours to do so. But again, it is not ready yet.
Oh,
They have given me a schedule.
this is tough since I can't read. Could have handed me anything, thinking I'm just a dumbass elf that can't read.
You just see, like, a smiley face sticking out its tongue on the page. Like, what does this mean? What words is this?
Yeah, everything's a pictograph to me.
But he hands it over to you.
Alright, I'll have to believe in honor in this one. It's not like I'm gonna go back to Gustav to check this out.
You could, but
I could,
Is that
but that
acceptable
never
then to
will
you, Elf?
happen.
yeah.
Alright. Now I guess I'll make the navigation check.
Okay.
So help me God, though. These guys trying to trick me. Do I have any bonuses?
Well, it's fresh in your mind. Go ahead and do a +10. And the maps are of good quality, so.
Oh, so fucking close, and I have no fate points. Fortune points. I have no fortune points.
Well,
Hmm.
you do your best to remember, but you did travel basically in the dark, and of course you can't read either. So when he points out like, "Oh, was it this exit A32B?" You simply have no idea because you can't read.
I think, given it's only like a 2-point failure, could I not just get close by, like give him the wrong tunnel,
Indeed.
but like generally close by wrong tunnel?
Indeed. You have the general area of which you may have been, and you suspect that the tunnel could be somewhere within there.
I mean, because that works for me. Because that's like generally, I'm just bad at maps. Like I know where it's at. I'm just bad at maps.
Right. Well, that will do. I can go ahead and investigate this in the meantime. And of course, if you learn anything more, please come to me.
Very well.
And for now, I have to retire. I have a long day ahead to plan now. And let's go ahead and zoom over to Gustav for a moment then.
Yep.
Gustav, so you are heading back to your master.
Yep.
It is the middle of the night, and as you head up into the tower, he is still there at his telescope with the star charts.
Yep. I was expecting this. So when I approached, say, Master, I'm back.
He doesn't seem to notice you at first, but when he finally turns around with his gaze off the stars, he seems a little surprised. You're back.
Oh, I told you I would be.
Oh, yes, indeed you did. I had simply slipped my mind as I was working.
Oh, sure. Can understand
Was
that.
your time out in Grafsman well spent?
Well,
You could use another
yes.
bath.
Yeah, I didn't have time. I mean, I
That's all right.
I
Happens to us all.
was yeah. I need to finish this
Go on.
store charts tonight. Um, and Gustav will begin working on that and say also. Um, can I ask you something?
Of course, ask away, Gustav.
You remember you were talking about when I was trying to decide which law of magic I should study? You talked about a mage of the law of light that was
Yes,
in town.
let me pull that up real quick. Lady Renate Mayer.
Yes. Um, do you think I could speak with her by any chance?
I'm certain that you could. From what I understand, it seems like she never sleeps. She should be on duty, working for the defense of the city right now. Perhaps she's doing a tour of the wall or otherwise.
Oh,
But if
oh,
you
good.
go and meet with her apprentices, they should be able to tell you more precisely where she is.
Well, I would like that if it's okay with you. I mean, after I
What?
work a bit on the star charts.
Why the sudden interest? Branching out already? It's been barely
No,
a week.
um, no, it's legal to to mess with other winds of magic.
Of course it is. Just not to
Yeah,
mix them together. But he's
yes.
basically accusing you of like spending a week studying and then going off.
No, I mean, I don't know if I should tell you this because it's well, you know, the murders that have happened.
Well, what
Recent-
murders?
Oh yeah, there have been murders on the streets, and
Oh gosh.
well, long story short, it's we killed the murderer, but someone else is trying a cult of Slanesh is in town, and I don't
The
very
Jade
much.
Scepter.
Yes,
Of course.
so I would maybe like to crush them down because I don't very much like the idea of having so many chaos worshippers in the same city as me.
I'd hoped that they were all dead already, but I guess the witch hunters didn't quite do their full job.
No. Get
Maybe we
like
could
this.
show them up a little bit, huh?
Yeah, but I mean, I didn't really go through the proper legal and official channel to gather up these informations.
Well, if you speak to Lady Renat, she is a proper channel. Undoubtedly, if you give her such information, she'll be more than willing to overlook any technicalities and put an end to whatever this nonsense is tonight.
Very much like that, yes.
Excellent. And I'm gonna leave you off there, knowing what you plan to do next, and I'm gonna quickly drop back in on Alexa and ask if there was anything else she was doing for the night.
Oh,
She kind of like had to walk out of the event, so.
that's fine. No, they.
Mhm.
At this point, it's like everybody keeps asking me to do favors and drag her along to do stuff. So it's like, okay, we have accomplished what needed to be done. I'm going to deal with my own problems for a while. So she's gonna go back and sleep off the night. And the next day is going to search around for somebody who maybe a scholar or something who has skills in academic knowledge religion.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick write-up of what everyone is planning to do next, so I know what to do next time, and we'll go ahead and start wrapping it up then. So Alexa is looking for religious knowledge, and I know why. And for your dream, right?
Yep.
Do you intend to go to the Mages College at all for that dream?
No.
Okay, cool. So, no mages. Gustav, you are going to
Yes.
try meeting with the Lord of Light. Lash. What was your next move going to be?
Let's see here. Let's see. It looks like we can skip number 3 for now. So I guess we're gonna go to number 5 through 6.
Okay. Number 5 through 6. I'm gonna go ahead and mark that down on the plan, and we will go ahead and make sure to handle that next time. Conrad. What is your next move?
Well, we've got this other murderer to possibly find in the sewers, but Conrad does have his mission to think about as well. I was hoping he might have some time to search for the golden.
Okay. So perhaps you will go back to Branton, ask him what he knows finally.
Yes.
Alright,
Prob-
excellent.
Probably end up applying him with that good liquor I bought.
And everyone, or at least a few people, have a plan to meet up with Jonathan and fight the Jade Scepter in
Yes.
Grafsamund.
Oh god. Ugh.
Alright, so we have a good idea of what's happening next time. You didn't find one murder, but you did find the other one. And that is still a worthy goal to have completed, and plenty of people did advance a few things of theirs. So this time, everyone's going to go ahead and get 150 experience points.
Yay.
Yay!
200. How much is a new talent?
100.
Oh. How much is a new skill? 100. Everything
Everything's
is 100.
100. It's 100 across the board. It's a
Huh.
dollar store. Everything must go.
Yep.
Why? What do you have available to you? What's your options, Emmerich?
So many things. I can get a new spell. I could get more smart, more wounds, more agile, or new knowledge, or
Oh, I thought you had, like,
Wounds are a good thing to have more of.
what skills you have open up to you?
two common knowledge, gossip, magical sense, read, write, ride or
I
swim.
thought you already had gossip.
Yeah, but I can like
Improve it.
Oh, Oh,
And I
okay.
can learn 2 languages, and then, huh? Then I guess I should probably get some wounds, and not just, hmm, or some fellowship, or some willpower, or intelligence. I have many things.
Well, I
Ah,
mean, does channeling? What's channeling? Channeling's willpower. You can always up your willpower to
oh yeah, I
pass more
could use
channeling
my
tests.
phone. Yeah, could also get like I'm trained, but I could get a plus 10%.
Okay.
Hmm.
Alright, so
Then
this involves a little thought, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop out here and catch you in the next game if we do that.
All right, take
I'll
care.
try.
I'm
Okay.
trying to figure out what I want now.
See you in a bit.
Uh,